Am I the jerk here? I asked a coworker out on a date today, and I'm not sure what she said exactly. Let me preface this by saying we're pretty friendly. We seem to get along. We talk a bit at work, and I think we both engage in some light flirting together. And just so you know, in a few weeks' time, we won't be working together anyway. Well, what happened was we were both on a break. She was sitting by herself and I walked towards her. She seemed to be in a good mood. She even waved at me while smiling. So we were just randomly talking. I don't even remember exactly what it was we were talking about. Then I decided to blurt out that it would be horrible to come in one day and know she wasn't going to be there. That was my way of letting her know I had a crush on her. I guess I was caught up in the moment, and I continued by asking her if I could take her out on a date sometime. Just so you know, I've never ever asked anyone out before. This was my first time. I should let you know that before I popped the question, I was so nervous that I started laughing uncontrollably. I couldn't help myself. Honestly, I felt like a weirdo, but I was so nervous I couldn't help it. It must have been contagious because he even started laughing along with me. But then she asked me what it was that was so funny. Let me tell you, my palms were sweaty. My heart was racing. It was like I could even hear my own heartbeats pounding in my ear. The problem is that I blanked out so much that I couldn't even hear what she said back in response to my question. It's all like a blurry dream. It was weird because while it was happening, I could see that her mouth was moving and she was responding to my question, but I couldn't understand what she was saying. I suppose I could have asked her to repeat what she said in the moment, but I was so nervous. So what happened was I just assumed she turned me down. I said, "That's okay. I'll just see you later." And then I left so that she could finish her break on her own. So I feel like I screwed up, and I really have no idea what she said. I'm not sure if she said no or if she responded with something else. My dilemma is that if I asked her to repeat what she said, if she actually said no, then it would be like getting rejected a second time, and that would be devastating. Oh, well, I think I'm going to take it as a loss and move on. In my mind, I did try to ask her out, even though I never thought I would actually go through with it. So in some ways, it's a win. But yeah, I think I'm a loser for being so nervous when I asked her out. Here is an update. After feeling a little regretful and feeling that this might be a lost opportunity, I decided to rectify the situation by confessing to her that I never heard her response. Here's what happened on the next shift we worked together. It seemed to me that she was behaving like she normally did. She seemed to flirt with me in all the same way she did before I asked her out. In my opinion, she was still giving me signs that she was interested in me, and so this gave me the confidence to clarify what could have been a bad miscommunication. At some point in our shift, another female coworker came to talk to me. This was purely coincidental. We had a conversation about something work-related, and she was very jovial and even flirted with me a little. After seeing this interaction, the original girl seemed to show some interest in the fact someone else was flirting with me. At the time, I wondered if this could be a problem, because if she had actually accepted my question about going out on a date, and she saw me flirting with this other girl, then that would make me look like a jerk. So suddenly, it was very important to clear up the situation. Towards the end of the shift, I decided to create a situation where we would need to have a conversation. So I jokingly told her that there was an issue with one of the tasks she had completed earlier in the shift. I asked her if she would come to talk about it before she left. At the end of the shift, she came to talk to me to discuss the issue I brought up earlier. I confessed that I was just joking and was using it as an excuse to talk to her. It was at this point that I told her that when I had asked her out before, I didn't really hear what she said, and so I wanted her to let me know what her answer was. She didn't seem too annoyed. In fact, she laughed about the situation. Then she confirmed my fear that she was not interested in dating. She said it was mostly because she respected our work relationship. So even though she turned me down, I think this is still kind of like a win. I don't regret asking her out. I asked her directly even though it was difficult for me, and I got an answer. On a side note, it turns out that we will be working together after all. I am grateful for the experience.